Well, you talked a little bit about this, like while you were still bodybuilding and then you were powerlifting, you had an extreme accident at the Dallas Fort Worth airport. You fell off of like a gurney or something and broke your
Yes,
back.
sir.
How
Something we
long?
do every day. I was just parking an airplane in an ice storm, which is very rare in Texas. And after parking the plane, I slipped and I fell 17 feet. And, it was like the Humpty Dumpty. I fell and broke my back, and I busted my head too, and that caused a lot of problems. And I had PTSD, and then when I got my pacemaker, when it shocks you, it's like a bomb going off in your chest. So
Right.
cannabis really helps with that, especially the cannabis concentrates.
Well, before you talk about what they help, well, let's talk about what made you decide to seek out cannabis. Because at this point in time, from the back break and from the head injury, doctors were putting you on opioids and a lot of other things like that, right?
Yeah, until they put me on OxyContin, they put me on Dilaudid, and then they put me on Valium, the highest dose available. I mean, it turned me into a complete Jekyll and Hyde. I started losing friends. I lost my first wife. I lost my family, and I was following doctor's orders. And I was like, man, this ain't working. And these doctors kept saying, oh no, we'll put you on this and we'll put you on this. When all along, honestly, I could have taken the smallest amount of opiates and made it through with cannabis. It's proven. I'm doing it now.
And when did you discover, like going that journey right there? When did it click to you that cannabis was working better than the opioids?
I joined the normal DFW normal here in Dallas and started exploring all my options because I used cannabis secretly as a child. I used to steal it from my mother.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's in the book. And we always use cannabis recreationally rather than drink because as an athlete, hangovers don't mix with football practice.
Right, right, right,
And
right.
my father was a military man, and thank you for your service, by the way.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
My father was a military man, so he was very strict when I was around him. But I rebelled, and eventually it became my secret go-to for any problems.
Got it. And then when this thing happened, you realized that you already, you know, identified for yourself that cannabis kind of worked that helped you get off of the opioids and you started getting your pain relief through cannabis, correct?